Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my god. My voice is going. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm actually having like a congested chest and I have my I have a diffuser thingy. Let me show you guys. So I have this diffuser thing going on right now because there's so much dry air and I'm feeling so sick. Anyway, that's not the point. Tomorrow is my birthday. Today is the 4th of December. Tomorrow is the 5th of December. And I just posted something on YouTube and I just thought I should give you 25 lessons of me being 25. I'm turning 26, but I've lived here on earth for 25 years. And so I thought, why not tell you guys about the 25 things that I've learned through the years, like one thing for each year. There's so many lessons you learn, especially between your ages of 20 and 25. There's so much to learn, and so I thought I should share some of them with you. My goodness. So yeah, the first thing that I have learned is own journey, own lane, own direction, own destination. You're gonna see your friends doing things, you're gonna see your friends doing great things. You need to know your own journey, you need to respect your journey, and you need to appreciate it, and you need to be one with your journey. Because if that doesn't happen, you see other people doing great things and people will do great things, and you'll feel like you're so left out, and you'll feel like you're doing things and you're so behind. But you need to keep focusing on your lane. Your time will come. When you want to do great things, your time will come. Just be patient with the process and trust in the process. Let go and let go, guys. There's so many things that are gonna happen. Relationships, friendships, careers, school. There's so many difficult things that are gonna happen in your life, and you literally have to learn to let go and let God. You have to let things take their course. Let me tell you, when you get to your 20s, you're going to be so upset and wanting to control everything, and life shows you, girl, you can't control everything. Life shows you what it really is, but you know what, you have to stand up and show life what you really are. Skincare is key. Now these points are in no particular order, they're just things that came off the top of my head, so some might be a bit vain, but whatever. Skincare is key. Let me tell you, this year my skin has shown me flames. I have broken out. Never in my previous years of life did I ever break out. I have broken out, and I'm not particularly excited about it. So now I've had to take care of my skin much more. My skin has been dry, it's been patchy, it's just been a mess. So skincare is key. Maybe start taking care of your skin sooner, because yeah, I think at 25 it's like it just knows you're 25, girl. Appreciate your weight at your current weight. When I was 18, 17, I thought I was too tiny, and so I wanted to gain weight. When I came to South Africa, I wanted to gain weight. I even made efforts to gain weight, and then in 6 months later, I was like, I don't want this anymore. I want to go back to my size. And then you realize it's not that easy getting back to your normal size. So appreciate your weight. Like right now, I look at pictures and I'm like, dang, I thought I was fat here, and I wasn't. So right now, I'm learning to appreciate the size I am at. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, so I'm just embracing it as it is. Your friendships will start to reduce. You will start to see that you have less friends. But through that process, you're going to also start seeing your meaningful friends. Don't lose hope. Friendships come and go, friends come and go, but your true ones will always be there. I mean, I can count on one hand how many friends I can actually call on. I can count on one hand, and you know what? I'm so proud of that, because I'm lucky to even have that few that I can count on, and I love them so dearly, and they can do anything for me, and I would reciprocate and do anything for them. So guys, your friendships, you're going to lose them, and some will be so painful. There's some who I wish I was still in contact with, but then sometimes you realize maybe that's just not what life had planned for you. So just take life as it is. Like I say, let go and let God. And I always thought that personality was something that you're born with and you stick with it, and it's personality, but your personality does change. And the good or the bad thing is that we're victims of our past. Things will happen to you that will change you. You might go into a relationship, and this relationship will change you and change the person that you are and the person that you're going to become. You change. You might go through a situation, like I was very out there, outgoing, very all over the place, and then something happened and I just became a cocoon basically. And it took me maybe like 2 months ago, I realized that I have changed so much, and I was like, I miss that old self who I was so confident and I was so outspoken and I did not fear anything. And I've been working towards it, and I must say that it's going well. I didn't want to be around people, I didn't like networking, I just didn't like all that. But now I'm learning to be, what my true personality is. I'm an extrovert. I've been an introvert for the past few years, and that's not me. That's because I'm being a victim of my past. I'm not saying that your personality should not change for the positive, or you shouldn't change. You do change, but don't let difficult, painful things change you to the negative or for the negative. We need to be patient with our journeys, and it can get so frustrating. You look at your friends, you're freaking 25, you see a friend of yours, she's driving a nice car, she has a nice house, she's married, she's engaged or whatever, about to have a child, and here you are still struggling with school. Trust your own journey. Let me tell you guys something. When you learn to trust your own journey, you learn to trust and believe in yourself and your own abilities. For a long time I thought like, oh my god, I'm so behind, I'm so this, my friends are doing this, I'm doing that, and I don't have a steady income, what. I thought all those things, and when I started to embrace my journey is when things actually started to change for me. So start to learn to embrace your journey. It makes things so much easier. It's like the way they tell you, like a change in attitude makes things so much easier. Embracing your journey makes things so much easier. Be sure to enjoy the journey as much as you will the end result. We are so keen on wanting to enjoy this journey, like we're so keen on, oh man, I can't wait to finish this, and you want to move on to the next thing, and when you get to the next thing you're like, oh man, I want to finish this thing. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process just as much as you will enjoy the end result. Sometimes sit down, sometimes things happen to me and I have changed my way of thinking, and instead of being like, dang, why is this happening to me, I sit down and ask myself, God, what is it that you want to teach me? Show me. What is this? Why is this lesson before me? What am I supposed to learn? And then things just become easier, and I start to see, oh, so I'm being taught to appear, like to just be there for things. I'm being taught to be more friendly to people, I'm being taught to network, I'm being taught all these things. So make sure you enjoy the process as much as you want to enjoy the end process or the end result. Okay, so they usually say fail to plan. When you plan to fail, something like that. If you don't plan, you fail, something like that. But on the other hand, let me tell you, your 20s will show you flames. All I can say is be flexible. You need to plan your things, but you also need to know that things change so much in your 20s. Don't be so fixated on a plan, on an idea. I'm gonna do this at 25. At the time I'm 25 and 6 days I'm gonna do this. Like, don't be so fixated on your plans. Like I said, let go and let God. Things will show you flames. I was so fixated in the beginning of my life. Okay, for me, life started at 20. In the beginning of my life, I was so fixated and things showed me flames. You need to let go. You need to be open to the process, be open to the change, be open to all these things. Let me tell you, it makes things so much easier. Do what you're passionate about, and a lot of the times, things that we're passionate about, people don't get it. You'll find somebody has quit their 9 to 5 to start a business because they're passionate about that business, and that business seems like it's a juakali job or something that's so below their degree, but they're passionate about it. And you know what, when you're passionate about something, you end up doing so great and you end up doing so well in that thing. Do what you're passionate about. I have seen so many people get depressed, get into depression to the verge of suicide and all, because they chose career paths or they didn't do things that they were passionate about. Make sure to do things that you're passionate about. I cannot emphasize this more. Forget about what people will say. Remember, you're on this earth alone. Do this for you. Do this for your sanity and for your future. Do things that you're passionate about. As people's lives are changing, your friend there with her car and her house and her degree and her career and her husband and her children, that friend who's got it all figured out, be happy for her. Sometimes it's difficult to be happy for somebody else who maybe you look at that person and you're like, dang, this girl is living my dream, I want to live my life like that. Like, why is she the one who's getting it? I work just as hard. Why is this not happening to me? Sometimes you just have to be glad that it's going on to them, because sometimes, I don't know if it's just my tribe, but we usually say be glad for somebody else, because that means that God is in the area, God is next door, meaning he's coming to you next, or you know, he might pass to a few other people before he comes to you. But be happy for those people. It's easier said than done, but be happy for them. It really, let me tell you, all these points are just to make your 20s easier, because these things are gonna happen, they're gonna be difficult, but you embracing them is gonna make them so much easier. You possess what you confess. Let me tell you guys, speak to yourself nicely, because you're the one who's listening. You need to speak positivity and speak affirmations over yourself and over your life. The Bible says, I think it's in the book of I don't remember, but it says the power of life and death is in the tongue, and he who believes something. But it basically says we have so much power over our tongue, guys. I mean, so much power over our tongue. That means we have the power of life and death. Basically, I can use my life to breathe life into my life. I can do that with my tongue. It has so much power. So imagine how much death you can breathe into your life using your tongue. Speak nicely to yourselves. Speak even when it seems impossible, even when you think you don't deserve it. Speak nicely to yourself because you're listening. You might not speak it out loud, but you're listening. In your mind, you're listening. And sooner or later, you're going to start believing what you've been telling yourself. Speak nicely to yourself. Confess, affirm positive things over your life. Now, a lot of my friends tell me I have blind faith. I will do crazy things. I will take crazy risks. I will be that one person who everybody thinks is crazy because of the decisions that they make, but I live on blind faith. I have basically jumped before knowing what is on the ground. That's what I've done with my life. I have jumped. I don't know where I'm falling down to. I don't know if it's soft ground, I don't know if it's rocks, I don't know if it's water, but I've just jumped knowing that God is gonna hold me. Sometimes you need that blind faith to hold you to make those decisions. You need blind faith. Have blind faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Have faith in your ideas, in your dreams. Have faith, guys. Because if you don't have faith in this 20s, let me tell you, being hopeless is horrible. I've been there. Have faith. Believe in yourself. Now, this one I already said when I was talking about confessing what you possess. Speak nicely to yourselves. I just wanted to emphasize it. Speak nicely to yourselves because you're always listening. I think I've extrapolated on that. If you just don't understand it, I don't know how I can help you. But speak to yourself nicely. Say nice things to yourself. I really am for that positive affirmation. And I see a change in my life. Like, I have stopped looking at my past and decided I'm gonna think about my future. And when I think about my future, I get excited and I get worked up. Like, when I look at my past, and I'm gonna give you an example, sorry to take your time. When I look at my past, I was so hardworking in primary school, and then high school came and God knows what happened. And then, I mean, that work ethic that I had in primary school, it was so admirable. And I want to get that work ethic back. So sometimes I'm just like, what happened to me? Why am I not so hardworking? And then lately I've just been like, you know what? I'm gonna work hard. Like, I'm keep telling myself, work hard, work hard, work hard. That's the thing that's ringing in my head. Work hard. You don't have time to just do this. You don't have time to do that. Work hard. And the more I speak to myself, telling myself that I'm able to go back to being that person who was that hardworking, the easier it's become. And I find myself doing these great things, and I'm like, wow. I mean, they're not great things, but for me, they're great things because, you know, when you're trying to like relearn behaviors, it's a great thing. Speak nicely to yourselves, guys. Follow your instincts, follow your heart, whether it be career, love. Well, I don't know about love and heart, but follow your instincts. Your instincts are probably almost always right. Follow your instincts. If something feels wrong, don't do it. If something feels right, even when people don't believe it, even when people don't understand it, guys, do it. I know there are parents who are gonna tell me, no, you're not telling my child the right thing, but I believe in taking risks. I believe in having faith. I believe in dreaming because I believe those dreams are valid, and I believe that they will happen. Even as I tell you this, not all advice is good advice. There are people who will discourage you. There are people who will balloon you. There are people who will not be real with you. Not all advice is real advice. Take everything you're told by somebody, including me right here, with a pinch of salt. Take what is good for you and leave what is bad for you. Don't take every advice as is. Customize it to yourself and to your needs and to your dreams and to your hopes. Just customize whatever advice you're given to yourself. I'm not saying that you sugarcoat things. You're being told, hey, you need to work hard and you don't want to work hard. That's different. You need to customize things to yourself. If somebody's telling you, oh, you're gonna fail doing this business, and they're being objective about that, then maybe listen to them and hear, okay, why does this person think that my business is gonna fail? Don't be like, hey, I ain't taking your advice because what. But then there's somebody else who's gonna come and try and discourage you, like, girl, you're not gonna do that. Like, nobody has ever done it. Just because nobody has ever done it doesn't mean that you cannot do it. So let me tell you guys, not all advice is good advice. Trust the process. It's very long, it's tiring, it's frustrating, it's annoying, it's irritating, it'll make you cry, it'll make you want to chop your eyes out of your face. It's annoying, it's not pleasant, but trust it, because at the end of it all, as long as you're doing things right, it's gonna work out for you. Trust me, it's gonna work out for you. Now, this one was a very, very bitter pill for me to swallow. Let me tell you guys, don't waste your time trying to make people who don't like you like you. Let me tell you, don't waste your time. They've already made, or they've already prejudged you for whatever reason it is that they have. I mean, there was a girl who didn't like me, and then when a mutual friend of ours asked her, why don't you like so and so, guess what she said? Just because. And you know what, rightly she's allowed to feel that way just because. But let me tell you, such a person, no matter whether you feel like you have issues with them or you don't, you can never convince them that, hey, let's try be friends, or hey, let's try make peace, or hey, let's not be enemies. There's no way you can do that. Don't waste your time. I mean, you're 25, you're going through so much in life. You're going through career changes, relationship changes, life changes, what changes, everything is changing. Your body is changing, your skin is changing, your hair is changing. With all these changes, surely one person should not be able to stress you. I mean, just like I said, friendships do change. Move on, let go and let go. Let me tell you guys, take risks. Take risks. Do not be afraid to take those risks. I do not think the rich people, I'm going to do this in reference to business, I don't think the rich people who are rich, the billionaires, multi-billionaires, Bill Gates and them, I don't think they sat there in their comfort zone. They took risks. And I'm telling you guys, take risks. Take risks because there's nobody who's gonna take them for you. Take risks because high risk, high reward. Take those risks. Learn from those risks. Learn from the mistakes of those risks. Take those risks because nothing great comes out from being in the comfort zone. Nothing. Drop people who bring you down. Let me tell you, in this age, we're already bringing ourselves down. Like, we've already done enough of that. Like, you don't need somebody else to do it for you. It's like when you've gained weight and then everybody's telling you to gain weight. Like, do you really think I'm living in Mars? I don't know that I've gained weight, that you feel the need to point it out. Like, it's the same thing. People are gonna bring you down. Like, you don't need that extra bashing and what you don't need that unsolicited opinions of people. Drop those people like a hot rock. Drop them, because they will tear you down. They will say those bad things to do, and remember, you're listening. They will say those bad things to you and you will start to believe that you're those bad things that they say that you are. Drop them. Drop them. No explanations, no nothing. Drop them. Nothing. You can forgive them, you can whatever, cancel them out of your life, but they don't deserve to be in your life. Drop them. In this age of social media, people are putting up their perfect lives. People are not putting up their failures. People are not saying what they've done wrong or where they failed. People are telling you when they get those degrees, when they get engaged, when they get married, when they do these things, when they get that career change, when they get that promotion. People are telling you these things, and the business is thriving. People will tell you these things, but ask somebody how many times they failed in campus, or ask somebody how many job rejections they got. Ask somebody all those things. Nobody's posting those things on social media. And so don't let the internet rush you, because that's not reality. It's the internet, it's social media, it's supposed to be social. You're just supposed to post the nice things, the highlights of your life. Nobody's posting the lowlights of their lives. So don't feel some type of way because of what people are posting. I know it can get frustrating. Like, you look at people and you start to compare yourself to them, and it gets so frustrating, and you start to ask yourself questions. Don't. Nobody's posting their failures. This is something that I've learned recently, and it's something that I've been practicing since September. Learn to appear. Sometimes, because of I don't know how to call it, a personality change, but I just didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to appear for things. I would be invited for events and I would just decline. I don't know why. I don't know if it was a manifestation of depression, I don't know, but I would not want to appear for things. I wouldn't be bothered. Things that would be great, I would not appear. And appearing doesn't mean physically, but even on email. Like, I would get certain people asking me to collaborate with them, and I just wouldn't respond. I would not appear, and I lost a lot of opportunities because of that, and because of what I felt. I was just like, you know what, I at that time I was like, I cannot do this, so no thank you. I didn't even bother to respond. I did not appear, and that's wrong on my part. Learn to appear for things, physically, through email, through calling. Learn to appear and to keep in touch. Let me tell you, those networks of people that you keep in touch will take you places. They will take you far and wide. They will teach you things that no textbook is ever gonna teach you. They will teach you things that no parent will ever teach you, because of those networks. So keep in touch and appear when people ask you to appear. Learn to sell yourself and your ideas to other people, but first of all, you have to sell yourself to yourself. You cannot sell to other people something that you're not convinced can work. I can't come here and sell to you guys a soap, and then I tell you guys this thing can work, but deep down I know that it doesn't work. I cannot bullshit you. You cannot bullshit people about selling yourself and your ideas and who you are. And selling yourself, I mean, in terms of getting a new job, getting a promotion, saying, hey, I need a pay rise. That's how you sell yourself. You have to convince yourself that, hey, I need that pay rise. That extra 10,000 rand is gonna save my life, and I know I've worked hard and I know I deserve it. Sell yourself to yourself before you sell yourself to others. Live one day at a time. This is something that I'm learning. It's becoming a very difficult lesson, something that I'm learning. I just learned to live for today. I say, hey, today I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm not going to think about the lump sum of work that I have to do. I just do today's work, A, B, C, D, and E. And when it's done, I'm happy. Tomorrow, I wake up and the same. And I found it takes away so much stress from my life. And I'm so much happier doing that way. I know it seems very plan-esque. It seems very controlling. But let me tell you, sometimes that control, and as much as I told you to be flexible, kind of keeps you sane. And last but not least, believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your hopes. Believe in your abilities. Believe in that you can do anything. Believe that you can move mountains. Believe that you can speak power of life and death over your tongue, using your tongue. Believe that you have so much power over your life, because guess what? You actually do. Society and life have taught us that we don't, but we do. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. Believe in what you can do. People might not see it, people might not understand it, people might not appreciate it. Believe in yourself. And so guys, those are the things that I learned. Those are the things I wrote this list in like maybe 10 minutes. These things that came popping off of my head, and a lot of them are things that I reminisce over and I think over and over, and I'm so glad that I have them written down, because I have to keep reminding myself, like, hey, take risks, hey, speak to yourself nicely. So guys, I hope those are things that helped you. I hope you actually resonated with what I was telling you, and I hope you feel encouraged. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate, and guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.